Hello. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Alex. I am a self-taught makeup artist with a background in painting. Okay. Today we are going to be roasting new product launches. Mainly, by the way, this is going to be a new series on my channel. Mostly because I have been binge watching Hot in the Mode with Luke Mar, and I'm obsessed with him. And also, I am such a hater. Such a hater. I don't know if you guys know this about me. Every time I receive a new product launch, especially if I haven't purchased it myself, because like if you have the element of being able to purchase something yourself, you have this like excitement. And I feel like I'm colored to want to love it, you know? When I receive it, I'm kind of always like, oh, we're doing this again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you can yell at me because I'm an influencer and I receive PR, but it's understandable. I'm not gonna be mad at you. You can be mad at me. But we all remember the Summer Fridays lip oils, okay? Wanted to hate them. Took forever to use them. I was like, I'm gonna hate this. I'm so sick of lip oils. I fell in love. So I have a bunch of new launches. I think these are all PR. Let's roast. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna talk about are the new powders from Kosas. These are the Cloud Set Translucent Buttery powders in, this is Jean? I almost said Juan. I know it's not Juan. Can you see it? That. You know, I took many years of French. We all know how my French is, okay? I'm pretty sure that's like the French word for yellow, right? Anyway, they have a yellow one, obviously, and a pink one. So these setting powders, these like different colored setting powders we've got a lot of them right now. They've been a thing, obviously, but I just feel like as of recently, there've been like a lot of them. And I'm a hater, okay? So like whenever I get like this kind of a powder, I'm kind of like, I'm not interested. Now, I'm trying to keep an open mind because I did recently try the, where is it? Kimchi pink powder, which a lot of you mentioned that Kimchi has a lavender, like a really pale lavender. And since I did actually kind of enjoy the Huda Beauty Ube powder, or Obe, someone said it's pronounced Obe. Ube? I don't know. I did enjoy this, but it is 100% meant for deeper skin tones than me. I obviously, this is the only skin tone that I have. I'm stuck with it. So I wanted to try it, give it a shot. And even though it's definitely a little bit dark for my skin tone, I kind of enjoyed it. And I was like, let's play with lavender. So I might pick up the purpley version of the Kimchi powder. That being said, these guys just seem so pigmented. And I've also we've seen these colors before. And I get it because like, I understand why we're doing certain colors, why we do certain, like they have worked. They've worked. So let's put out our own. But I'm kind of over it. Like I'm just sick of seeing them. I don't know. I'm being a hater. Now I want to open it up and just kind of like see what the formula might be like, you know, like is it super finely milled? It feels really nice. It feels really buttery and there is an incredibly sheer, I don't know, you're probably not gonna be able to see it at all. I swatched it right here. It's very silky. And there's an incredibly sheer bit of pearl in there. So that seems nice. That seems nice, especially for like brightening up underneath the eyes. The thing is with these powders especially, this is like basically my skin tone. It's a little darker than my skin tone. So this is not gonna work for me. And then pink is usually meant for like lighter skin tones, but I just feel like this, especially compared to the Kimchi powder, the Kimchi powder is like just much more pale than this. So I just feel like it's not gonna work. I just wanna see if there are any other shades or if those are the only two that okay, so they have 4 shades. They sent me the 2 lightest. So that's nice to know actually. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm skeptical. Although upon swatching, they do appear pretty sheer and the formula seems nice. So let me know if you want like a side-by-side review or you want me to compare maybe the pink one to the Kimchi powder. Because I will say the Kimchi powder was pretty matte And I do like the fact that these have like a little bit of that pearl. It feels very soft and satiny, and I do appreciate that. I wish there was one more color. I wish there was one more color that was just like lighter than these. That could be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next up, what am I talking about? These Velour lashes. First of all, this can't possibly be a roast. No one can roast these because they are fabulous. I have to say, these are the self-stick lash clusters. These are a collaboration with C. Gonzalez Beauty, who is a celebrity makeup artist. I wasn't aware of Carolina Gonzalez. Checking out her Instagram right now. Oh, I've started following her. No, did I meet her? She is behind the gorgeous makeup on Sabrina Carpenter, if you are not aware. Really stunning, has created such like an iconic look for Serena. Sabrina? Who's Serena? Sabrina Carpenter, as well as many other celebrities. So celebrity makeup artist. And I have to say, stunning. Obsessed with these styles. Look at these styles. Love them. I love that we have like slightly more spiky, and then like really, really long and wispy. And then we have something kind of like, this is like a flared spike, and then we have like a traditional spike, and then we have something a little bit more like feathery, you know? I love the versatility. I love the styles. I feel like this is exactly what I want to see in these kinds of lashes. And Velour has the best like underlash self-stick lashes in my opinion, because they're super swooped, which is what you need when you're going underneath your lashes, right? Because if they're too straight, then it's just gonna be like, bleh, and it's gonna like bring your lashes down. Love, so excited about these, cannot wait to try, have to say. All right, next up, I have quite a few, I have to say. Next up, I received this powder foundation from Jane Iredale. Jane Iredale is like a brand that I don't necessarily like vibe with very much. But they do send me PR and I appreciate it, but I am a little bit confused by it. This is, oh, how do I get this out of here? I put it in here and now I can't get it out. So it comes with this little, what am I talking about? They launched these powder foundations. I don't know if they're new. Maybe I should look it up. I don't know if they're new, but they sent them to me very, very recently with the little compact, which is nice. Get out of here, I reject all the cookies. This is the PurePressed Base Mineral Foundation, which I'm always intrigued by a mineral foundation. I don't know why. Some part of me like wants to love them. I want to make them work. I don't know why, but I'm intrigued by them. They sent me the shade Warm Silk, which makes sense. I get it. People at Jane Iredale are paying attention because Warm Silk, you know what I mean? Like that sounds like it would be my foundation shade. It's too dark for me and it's a little bit too orange. And that's one of my problems with powder foundations. I feel like we have even like fewer shades that actually work. In the studio lighting, especially swatched on my hand like this, you're not really gonna be able to tell. It looks like okay. But when I get, especially powder foundations, any foundation, I always swatch in front of my window in natural lighting so you can really, really see. Plus I have a bunch of makeup on already, so you're not necessarily going to see the difference. Listen, this is a product I probably could make the color work, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's not gonna work for me, I know that. If you are light skinned and warm, you know, maybe this shade could work. I will say the product feels kind of heavy when I first like put my finger into it. And then when I swatched it on my hand, I was like, okay, it has kind of a nice like satiny finish to it, but it does feel a little heavy. Like in this area of my hand where I just swatched it, I feel like it accentuates the lines in my hands. Now, the face and the hands, a little bit different. I feel like you can't swatch something on your hand and know what it's gonna look like on your face. Like that's just true of every single product. I've had so many products, I swatch them on my hand and it's just like, I either hate it or I love it, and then I put it on my face, it's the complete opposite. So you just don't know. Kindness is everything, that's cute. That's cute. Anyway, it's something, I don't know. I would love to honestly hear from you guys if you are super familiar with Jane Iredale powder foundations. Are there powder foundations that you like? Because I feel like we had a moment where a lot of brands were coming out with powder foundations, like especially drugstore, that people were very interested in. None of them did anything for me. It's never done anything for me. I don't know, especially because I feel like they're marketed towards more mature skin. And personally, I feel like it's kind of the worst for mature skin. But that's just me. Oh yeah, they also sent a brush that is supposed to come with it. Makes sense. Makes sense. This is something that I talked about, that I used in one of my recent videos where I was using new complexion products. This is the Urban Decay. It says Shake Well, and I thought that that was the name for a second. This is the Face Bond Luminizer. This is in the shade Mirrorball. I don't know what I was expecting with this product. In that video, which I'll link up here if you haven't seen it, I initially had kind of a negative view of it when I put it on, because I was expecting just more. Like I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe I was expecting foil, I was expecting sunshine, I was expecting sunbeams, or just like straight up glitter. I don't know, but I wanted something because it's Urban Decay. This is actually a very tame version of like a glittery kind of highlight. It has sort of like a base of like a sheer pearl to it, and then a top of like a slightly larger pearl, so you have like a little bit of that glitter. I do think this color is really pretty. They sent me all of them and they have a really nice shade range, which is great. It has kind of a gold, like a pale gold base, and then slightly peachy pink, like larger pearl in it, which is always a nice combination. We've seen it before, you know? I mean, like, I feel like the color is nothing new. The formula is nice. I feel like it's more, to me, it's a little younger. It's a little bit like subtle way of playing, being a little bit playful, because you do have a little bit of that glitter reflect without it being like so much. It's not like glitter. So you can get away with wearing it and being a little bit fun and not feeling you're 12 years old. But people who are more mature, who are looking for something like more, I don't know, healthy skin, maybe you wouldn't want to go with this. That being said, I haven't tried all of the shades. Sometimes, I mean, shades, different pearl translates differently. So some of the shades might be a little bit more fine, or some might be a little bit more glittery. So that's something to keep in mind. Personally, I just kind of feel like I could do without it. That's me. Like, after using it once, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I would reach for this again. Just saying. Drugstore product. This is the Conceal and Perfect from Milani. This is a primer, a blue. I'm looking at this periwinkle, I'm like, blue. Blur Out Smoothing Primer Base, which I personally have been on the hunt. I've been on the hunt my entire life, I think, for a smoothing primer that does what it says it's going to do, that isn't going to make my skin too matte, that isn't going to make my skin look oily. Like that happens sometimes with blurring primers, I don't know. That isn't gonna pill, that isn't going to break up my makeup. The thing that I like about this so far, it's intriguing. It's intriguing. I don't know. It's got this silicone-y kind of like look and feel to it, but it's also a little bit jelly, kind of like cooling, almost like the Milk, what are those things called? I don't remember. The like jelly blush sticks or whatever. It starts to dry down and then it has kind of like teeny bit of a grip kind of base to it, which is interesting. But I worry that it's gonna be a little bit too matte. What I like about this mostly has to do with the packaging. It comes with, look at this. It comes with a little spatula situation. So you can scoop it out because it is kind of like, it's less solid. It's less solid. It's somewhere between a solid and like a cream kind of. So you can scoop it out with this, but you just pop it back in there, which I love. It's just attached. It's just in the thing already. One of my biggest problems with a lot of these kinds of products is it'll often come with a scoop that's just like, okay, here's a scoop. It's literally like, here's a scoop. Where am I supposed to put the scoop? Like, it's this tiny little scoop. Where am I supposed to put the scoop? There's nowhere for the scoop to live. And they were like, we're gonna have the scoop right in the little cap. You know what I mean? I think that's fantastic. And it's shielded because it's inside. I think that's great. So I don't know about the product. I'm iffy on it just because I feel like I've been burned so many times by blurring primers, but I'm interested. And I, at the very least, appreciate that. It feels a little bit innovative. It feels like something. Thank you, Milani. They also sent this powder. This is the Blur Out Conceal and Perfect Powder Translucent 1. It's a powder. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. Let me know if you want to. I revamped my drugstore makeup recently. Like I replaced a lot of stuff. If you want to see like a full face of drugstore, let me know. I'll pop this in there. Okay. Smashbox. Smashbox recently launched these blushes. I have a bunch of them. I don't know if they just came out with 5. Let me look it up. I have 4 because one of them came damaged, you know, just like smushed and then like broke and stuff. These are the Hot Stx, which I appreciate the name. Smashbox Hot Stx, STX. It's giving Fenty a little bit with the name. Stick blush, Hi-Fi Heat. This is the shade Hi-Fi Heat. Orange. Orange. Not mad at the orange. I will tell you what I am mad at. Smashbox. What did I call this? Hot Stx. They're available at Ulta, Nordstrom. SPX rated. Smashbox X-rated Hot Stx cream blush stick. Okay. Oh, there are only 4 shades. What? I'm so confused right now. Which one's damaged? What did I do? Oh, it's that one. So there's like a hot pink. The hot pink is just like, it's stuck in there. I can't get it out of the cap. So that one came all messed up. So just there's a hot pink one. My problem with these is that they're $24 and the packaging is so cheap. Like so cheap. When I picked it up, I was like, and this is no offense to AF94. AF94, if you're not familiar, is Halsey's like affordable version of About Face. It's available in Walmart. It's like much more affordable. And like the packaging is just cheaper because it's like more geared towards younger people, you know? People who, you know, probably don't have as much money to spend on beauty, the younger ages. And this is what that feels like. Like it just feels like so cheap. And I was just really disappointed when I got it. And I didn't think that the shades were very like, wow. They're just kind of like the same thing we've seen, you know? Plus the hot pink. Like, I don't know. We've seen this before. You know what I mean? I guess the orange is very orange, which could be kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know. I got it and I was like, this is something that I'm just like not interested in. And I love Smashbox. I do. So I was just kind of like disappointed by that. And I don't know, this is the kind of thing where I'm like, unless you're so interested, I don't know if I even really want to try it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about One Size. So this was another product that I used in my trying new complexion products video. Patrick Star. I always want to say Patrick Ta and Patrick Star. Like I get them mixed up. Patrick Star, the Patricks, released the B12 Base Thinner Vitamin Pearl Serum, which in concept I absolutely love because Patrick Star is someone who loves full coverage, loves matte, okay? Going in, all right, with the coverage, with the makeup. I thought that this was a great thing to include in his line because you're meant to mix it with your foundation to manipulate the formula. So you can, you know, take something that's more heavy coverage, more matte, and kind of sheer it out a little bit, make it a little bit more glowy, depending on how much you use. You can also obviously use it as like a primer. You can use it as, it's a little more like serum-y. I personally don't know how great it would be for like a highlight on the top of the cheekbones. I think it's a little too wet maybe. It might like break up your foundation unless you're very careful. But I liked the concept. I love the packaging. I love that it looks like a little pill. And it's also like the B12 base thinner. Like I just appreciate that. I really like that. I also love the colors in it. You can see a little bit, it has like a pink base with gold, like pale gold pearl in it. And it is very much a serum. Like it's very liquidy. As you blend it, it really shears out and it looks so nice. Like look at that, it's so pretty. The way I used this was when I was testing it, was I mixed it in with my foundation, with a more matte foundation. I used MAC and it just didn't work for me. I am someone who tends to get oily in my T-zone. Mixing it with my foundation just did not work. Maybe I used a little too much. Maybe I could try using a tiny bit, maybe a little bit less. I'm just trying to see. I feel like this would be nice as like a little highlight on the top. You just want to make sure you're not using too much because it will probably break up your makeup because it is very, very like serum-y. But it's so pretty. And if you're someone who has dry skin or you've like normal to dry skin, and maybe you have a foundation that you love, but it's just ever so slightly too like heavy coverage, or it's just too matte and you want to like manipulate the formula a little bit, I do think this is really nice. It's just like, I personally can't use it that way. I think I would probably just use this, because I do like the color, in like the high points of my face before going in with foundation. You know what I mean? As like a primer. I think that could be really nice. So yeah, I don't know. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it's so pretty. That's a beautiful, it's just a beautiful color. I really like it. A base thinner for me, no. Primer, yes. Oh, this is another thing that I talked about recently in that that new complexion video. These are the Kosas Revealer Extra Bright Serum Powered Color Correctors. I won't go too into detail because I did use them and talked about it in that video, but I will say these are great if you're someone who is just color correcting. You're not putting a concealer on top of it. If you're someone like me with really dark circles, you need a color corrector and a concealer on top of it, I would skip it. It mixes in. It's too serumy, it's too light, it doesn't do enough. And then it just ends up mixing with your concealer and it just like, it becomes a mess. That's what happened to me, okay? And if you don't want that, you're not gonna like them. But if you just have like a little bit of blue, a little bit of purple maybe, a little bit of whatever, and you need to do a little bit of color correcting, they would probably be fine. I don't love them. Ooh, I wanna go in such an opposite direction. Okay, Marylia Scott, right? Okay, we've been following each other on Instagram for, I don't even know how long. Like, as long as I've been on Instagram, I feel like we've been following each other. We go way, way back. She launched a makeup brand like years ago at this point and started, I believe, with a highlighter palette. If you're not familiar with Marylia, I will link her down below. She recently sent me, how many are there? I think there's 4. Her brand, and I think this is going to be, this is great for what is coming for 2025, because I feel like we're over minimalism and we're going into maximalism, and I'm here for it, despite what you see on me right now. I'm so ready to get back into like eyeshadow. Like, I just want to do my eyeshadow, okay? Like, I want jewel tones, I want everything. Like, I just want to play. Her brand is very much about maximalism, okay? She has beautiful, I think she has an eye palette. She has a beautiful highlighting palette, and it's about like, we're going back. Like, she is taking 2016 and really like bringing it to 2025. She recently launched these, which are called Glush, which I love. I was getting them mixed up with, is it Makeup by Mitchell? The Blush, right? Blush and then Glush. Like, I'm gonna get so messed up with these. These are essentially like liquid blush highlighters. Like, they are, that was so rude. My camera just stopped recording as I was really feeling it. I was in it. These are foiled, okay? These are foiled. If you are someone who is like, loves the minimalism and you've got texture on your skin and you don't want to highlight that, you're not gonna like these, okay? She came out with some pretty colors. We have like strawberry, we have like a peach, we have like something a little bit more lavender, we have something slightly more pink. Very pretty colors. I'll give you a swatch. I'm not the biggest fan of the applicator just because I don't really like doe foot applicators for blush, but that's just me. But yeah, look at that. Bruh. Whoo! When I first opened it, I was like, is this eyeshadow? Because that is foiled. Let's blend it out. Yeah, dude, this is glitter. Glitter. Okay? It's pretty amazing though. It is pretty fabulous. Like, I'm here to say that I'm hoping that I'm comfortable enough with cheek texture to play with these, especially for summertime, because I feel like I want to. Like, I want to embrace it. I'm ready for maximalism, like I said. I wasn't really thinking complexion when I was thinking maximalism. I was thinking more eyes and maybe like, I don't know, lip art and stuff. But I'm definitely intrigued by these. They seem like a really nice formula. They're a little bit like jelly, kind of sticky a little. So I don't know, because I do have like slightly more oily skin. I don't know, but I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. And they do sheer out nicely. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if they're safe for lips, but I kind of want to wear them on my lips. I do want to give a shout out to Marylia for sticking with her vision, especially through like the past however many years it's been since people have gone towards like glass skin and minimalism and like, I'm not wearing any makeup, I just like wake up looking flawless. She has a vision. She loves the excess and she wears it beautifully, and I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she is continuing to bring out products that are like 100% her. You know what I mean? Love. My armpits are sweaty, just so everybody knows. What the fuck else do I want to talk about? Oh, she also recently sent me this Arch Nemesis. I love the fucking name. Arch Nemesis. This is a brow gel. I'm intrigued. I just kind of like, I haven't used it yet, but I swatched it a little bit and it's very sticky. Very sticky. So I'll be honest with you. The size of the spoolie is really big, especially for me. Like I have like very fine hair. I don't know, but I'm intrigued. I'm definitely gonna give this a shot. It's literally the About Face packaging, but like components, you know what I mean? A lot of people have the same components, so whatever. Half Magic recently launched these like, oh my God, I thought that mirror was gonna fall out. These like duochrome shadows, which are beautiful, gorgeous. I'll be honest, I don't use Half Magic enough and I really need to. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. They sent me some and they're very pretty, very pretty. Love the formula. I don't know how big I am on, like this color is like, yes. Some kind of like variation of Max Blue Brown pigment. Anytime there's like a shadow like that, I'm into it. Like I'm down. And also just like with my coloring, I feel like this color is really, really gorgeous. What the fuck is this called? Oh, no name on the back, but yeah, it's the green and pinkish kind of one. It's kind of warm. It's kind of pinky. It's kind of like lime green. It's got a lot going on and I love it so much. But yeah, those look really, really pretty. There's nothing bad I can say about those really. I love Donnie. I love Half Magic. I love what she's doing. I love watching her TikToks. She just like shows you everything. If you're not familiar, Donnie Davy is the makeup artist for Euphoria. And she really like, we have her to thank for just like bejeweling. Like remember when everybody was putting jewels on their eyes? Thank you, Donnie. Like that was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. And also just like fun, creative eye makeup. Once again, since we're moving more towards maximalism, I'm ready for, when is Euphoria coming out? Like the next season? Probably not like until 2027 or something, but I want it now. Okay, I'm ready for it now. And she often shows on her TikToks and her like IG reels how she did certain looks, how she does certain things on the set of Euphoria. Like she shares her knowledge and I love that. I love that about her. Me. Charlotte Tilbury came out with some eyeshadow palettes. They sent me 2. There's like 6 or 8 of them. I don't know. It's all colors that we've seen before. We've seen all of this before. They seem nice. These are not the ones that I would have chosen if I could have. This, however, like given this being like a slightly more cool toned neutral palette, I do think that this is like relatively nice for my skin tone. So I might mess around with this. The purples are also like maybe not that well. I don't know. It's not like, am I supposed to get excited about this? I'm not really excited about it. Melt Cosmetics recently launched this watermelon lip sugar scrub and damage control ultra hydrating lip mask. I'm always skeptical. I'm sorry, I'm always skeptical when a makeup brand launches a lip product that is meant to hydrate the lips, because I just feel like I want to rely on my skincare brands for that. When like I am still such a huge fan of Auric. That's what I wore today when I was prepping my lips for makeup. Auric Bare Plush Ritual. I love it so much. I think this is like no, it's not the only, because once again, Summer Fridays lip oils. I do love those. They are nice. And I do feel like makeup brands are starting to like figure out that they can launch makeup, like lip products that actually hydrate the lips and don't dry them out. I feel like we're figuring that out. That being said, whenever like a makeup brand comes out with a lip mask, I'm always just kind of like, I don't know about that. So I'm gonna try it. This does smell heavily of watermelon. Heavily. Ooh, and a little bit of butterscotch, which I don't like. No, it's fine. It's fine. It smells like watermelon and butterscotch. So I'm fine with a lip scrub. I haven't had a lip scrub in a minute. And does this smell like anything? I think it has like a light version of that scent. I smell more butterscotch this time. It seems nice. It's like very silky. I don't know, whatever. We'll see. That being said, I love Melt. I really do. It's like a brand that I feel like a lot of people sleep on, myself included. Like I forget about them a lot, but they have just been doing their thing for so long, sticking with their vision, and not giving in to, not giving in to like their, like this whole moment in time when we were just like, we're not doing maximalism anymore. They were just like, sorry, we like have a vision. It's very like goth. It's very like colorful. It's very expression. We do the eyeshadow. We do it all. And they are continuing to. So this is like a little bit of like a venture into like, okay, skincare. But like, listen, they've got lipsticks and you got to take care of your lips for that. So it makes sense. So I'll give these a shot. I'll keep you posted. And the packaging's cute. I love Melt. Other lip products, Buxom. What can I say? What can I say? I know Buxom's whole thing is lip plumping. I hate lip plumping. I hate it. I hate the way it feels. I don't want it. I'm not interested. Just give me like ceramides or whatever the hell so that it like will actually hydrate my lips and keep them comfy. Pretty colors, I have to say. These are their lip oils. I think they came out with a bunch of shades. These are the two that I have, White Russian and Dolly. Pretty colors. Okay, I did try these on. Nice, they look beautiful on the lips. I like it's very sheer. I hate the plumping feel. I hate it so much. So it's like, it's Buxom's thing, so I get it. It's just not for me. And I feel bad because every time I receive a box from Buxom, somebody has written me this beautiful handwritten note explaining the product and they put my name on it and it's so sweet. And I don't know if there's like someone at Buxom who just like watches. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I hate the lip plumping. I really hate it. I'm sorry. I love you, but I hate the lip plumping. I will say these are a little bit more subtle with the lip plumping than like the glosses, but you feel it. You still feel it. You still feel it. Vive sent me their new Nova Glow Liquid Lights. Ooh, okay. 4 colors. Beautiful, nice shade range. I enjoy that. We got a pale gold, a pinky color. We have like this more like, I don't know, medium gold. And then we have like a deep bronzy kind of gold. I don't know if this would work for like the deepest skin tones because it's also like pretty yellow. So I don't know if you have like a much more like deep red, maybe like leaning more cool toned deep skin tone. I don't know if this would like work for you necessarily, but I don't know. Anyone with deep skin who's tried these, please let me know. They seem pretty. I like the packaging. I liked a lot of the stuff that Vive has come out with. Let me just give you a swatch. This one is Bijou. This is the one that I would use. Maybe the pink, but probably not. Nice pale gold. I love a pale gold. Not the most innovative colors. Ooh, but very silky. Beautiful sheen. I do like that. I do like that. It seems nice. It seems nice. It's kind of like a silky foil because you get that reflect. Like, look at that. You get that reflect, you know? But it's not, but it's finely milled. Nothing glittery about it. I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued. I'm excited to use that. I think that color is really gorgeous for my skin tone. Okay, let's talk about the Rare Beauty contours, which I also talked about in my new complexion products video. I just feel like, here's the thing. The formula is stunning, beautiful, love it. It's pigmented, but it shears out. It's blendable. It's like a serum. It's like a silky, velvety serum. Like it feels like a blanket. Like it's so comfy. I love it. It feels like skincare almost. I feel like the colors fall a little bit flat. Maybe not this one. This is Mellow, which I think is actually really nice for warmer skin tones that are deeper than mine. This is Gentle, which is the one it's supposed to be the lightest one. it's very red. Like it's very red toned. And I used it in that video and I felt like I could make it work like up on my cheekbones where it's a little bit higher up on the face, but especially for like my jawline contour, it just like did not. It was fine, but like later on I walked around and I was just like, this is not, like I would not use this for my jawline. So the fact that I can't use it everywhere, I'm just like, I don't know. And it's so damn red. I don't know. It's just so damn red. Yeah, I don't know. If you, tell me your skin tone. If you pick this up, please tell me if you like it, if you think that it looks like natural on you. I just can't use it. I think I'm just too green to be able to get away with it. So maybe if you're more neutral, it'll work for you. But I really love the formula and I hate the color. I don't know. I want like a real contour because this is supposed to be a liquid contour. Yeah, I was thinking like, is it like a bronzer contour, like hybrid? But yeah, I don't know. Cute packaging. I always love her packaging. I used to hate her packaging, but she really won me over. Oh, let's go back to Milani. So Milani recently, oh, so loud. Milani recently launched these Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Sticks. Skin Tint Stick. Very intriguing to me. They sent me 5 shades. 5 shades. I am 100% going to be using these because I'm very intrigued by them. I will say they sent, okay, so 01, 02, and 03 are kind of the closest. And then I just wanted to like save 04 and 5 to give you swatches in case you're like around my skin tone, maybe a little darker, whatever. 01 is very pale, very pale. And then I think 03 is actually like a really decent match. When I swatched it initially, I was like, maybe it's a little too dark, but I think it's pretty good. It's just like a little bit on the orange side of yellow. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little too much orange. I'm intrigued. And I like the idea of a stick tint because so many tints are just like so liquidy and they end up making your skin feel a little too dewy sometimes if you're like more on the oily side. So the idea of having a stick is kind of intriguing to me. So yeah, they feel nice. They feel hydrating without being oily, but they kind of like blend out to like more of a satin matte finish. Can't really see it. I'm very intrigued. I'm interested. It looked like they had a good shade range. Let me look that up just to Ulta Beauty, $13.49 right now. It's on sale. I think it's like around $17 usually or $16.99. It looks like a really nice shade range. So, you know, online here, it looks good. The deepest color looks good. You never know though, like once you get it in person. But yeah, and they have like they have some pretty good shades, I think. I do wish we had like a pale olive, but this one's pretty close. So you'll be seeing that. I'm interested. We'll see. Next up, Benefit Bounce. This is a new Benefit mascara, Bad Gal Bounce. Whenever I see Bad Gal, I just think of Rihanna. I'm always like, Fenty? This is just kind of interesting because it's like a hybrid brush. So you have like a more comby side on one end and then, or on one side of it, and then a more brushy kind of like fluffy side, which is interesting to me. It seems like a nice formula. I haven't used it yet, but it seems like not too wet, which I always appreciate. And I'm just interested. I kind of like this split design, and it's like enough of it. It's literally 1/2 of the wand is like a comb and 1/2 is a brush, which is just kind of intriguing to me. So I don't know why I keep smelling it. It doesn't really smell like anything. It smells like a mascara. I'm interested. I'm always skeptical of mascaras because of my lashes, but I've also been kind of just like embracing the fact that my lashes don't hold a curl. I'm not even wearing mascara right now, you know? So we'll see about that. Oh, also from Benefit, these I'm very interested in, and they've been in here for a second. I've been meaning to talk about them. These are the Mighty Fine Brow Pens. Now, we've seen brow pens that were like a little bit more of a comb so that you're like not, so that it's a little faster, you know what I mean? But we haven't seen them like this before. Look at this. I love that. Usually they look like a comb. This, it looks like a little fork, but it's like 3 little brushes, which I so appreciate because like we don't want it to look like a comb. because it's just gonna like put down too much product, which it usually does. It's too pigmented often. They sent me, I don't know if they sent me other colors. This is warm deep brown, and then they sent me neutral deep brown, which I think is the one that I liked. And they're so nice. Like you can actually, look at that. That's nice. I like that. The spacing is good. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I'm super intrigued. I'm just playing around with this. I like it. I like it a lot. I like this concept. So I'm excited to try these. I don't know if this is like the best color, but it looks pretty decent. Like it looks pretty close to my eye color right now. That is once again 4.5 natural deep brown, which I really appreciate because I think they've been sending me the wrong brow pencil color for like years now. And so I just don't use it, but this is a little closer and I think it's gonna be nice. Live Tinted along with the mascara that I recently tried that I did not like because it just like didn't hold up my lashes. I didn't like it personally. I think it would be great for other people. This is their eyeliner, Legacy Liner in Onyx. It's a thick felt liner. I personally usually don't like thick felt liners. It is very black and like really, it's black. Look at that. Very black. And I'll be honest, it doesn't bleed and it dries to a really nice matte. And if you're really careful, you can do thin lines. If you're really careful. My gripe with felt tip liners is that typically it's just like you don't have as much, they dry out pretty quickly often, and you don't have as much like control over making it super thin. Like the felt tip can never get like as thin as a brush can, you know? So I don't know. I'm interested. I'll use it. I guess my expectations are not super through the roof. The matte, it does mattify nicely though. It's very, very inky. Isamaya, recently, the core collection is now available at Sephora. I picked up 3 of the lip liners because I was very intrigued. I don't know if the lip liners, like honestly, I have some Isamaya. I don't have like a ton of it. So I wasn't entirely sure if she already had these lip liners or if they were launched with the Sephora like launch. I picked up Flat White, Olay, and Geisha, which look really beautiful. They're super cool toned, which is like slightly less in my wheelhouse these days. Actually, that's not terrible. Yeah, I don't know if they're like exactly what I would have wanted, but Geisha is like very warm. Okay. We have Flat White, Geisha, and Olay. Olay is kind of confusing to me. I don't know why it's called Olay because I don't know, it's kind of like a bricky road. Well, it looks similar to my lip right now. It just doesn't look like Olay to me, but whatever. Anyway, the formula seems very nice. I think my only gripe would be that they're kind of short, in my opinion. Like yeah, they're short. I just wish that we had like a little bit more lip liner because I feel like this is something that I would go through really fast, especially because it's like it's a wood lip liner. So you're like gonna be sharpening it. And every time you sharpen, you're like losing some of the, you know what I mean? So we'll see. But the formula seems nice. Flat White looks like a really beautiful color. I'm interested. I just think I'm gonna go through it so fast. And then I received recently this palette from Blend Buddy. Blend Buddy. You know what? Blend Bunny should come out with like a blending something that's called the Blend Buddy, if that doesn't already exist. This is the Beauty Below palette. 24 beautiful but deadly shades. Very interesting. It's like so, it's a lot of beautiful colors. It's not like my colors, like these kinds of colors are not mine necessarily. But I am intrigued. There are some beautiful, like I'm very into these like periwinkles over here. I love this like deep color over here, really beautiful. These 2 greens are kind of intriguing to me, even though they're like a little bit muted for my taste. Love a turquoise. This is fun. You know, like I was very much intrigued by Blend Bunny after picking up the Robert Welsh collection. So I'm excited to play around with these. Please let me know if you want to see a look specifically dedicated to this. Because like I said, I'm ready for eyeshadows. I'm ready for eyeshadow. I looked at my Instagram the other day and I was like, do you wear eyeshadow anymore? Who are you? Ugh. Okay, and then the last product is something that has been around for a second. I just haven't talked about it or used it. It's been sitting in this little basket. This is the Half Magic Flick Eraser. So if you're not familiar, Half Magic has the Flick eyeliner, which is the same like essential product, but the eyeliner. It's a black eyeliner. This is like, it has a micellar water in it. It's the same, so same design, same little shape. I don't know how well you can tell. But it has micellar water. So you can go in and clean up your eyeliner, clean up like around your lips. Like you can use it to clean up anything essentially. And I believe I saw Donnie Davy talking about this. She specifically chose micellar water and not like a makeup remover oil so that it's not going to like run on your face. The micellar water is gonna prevent that. If it was an oil, it would like potentially like mix with stuff, make stuff bleed, whatever. So I do appreciate that. This looks pretty good, like pretty precise. My problem with the Flick liner was that like I've received a few of them through PR from Half Magic, and they're a little inconsistent with the thickness. So it's kind of difficult for me to use sometimes, especially if you have like looser skin around your eyes. Which is why I just prefer like a brush liquid liner, like Hindash. I just like that. It just like works over my skin a lot easier. So yeah, I haven't loved the Flick liner, but regardless, this seems like just a nice product to have in general for if you need to clean up something, you know? I feel like more of these need to exist. There was a product that I had a while ago and I was going to replace, but I don't think I was able to find it. And it was this, but like in a felt tip liner situation. It was like a makeup remover. So like, I don't know, every brand I feel like should have these. Like, it's just such a good thing to have. Those are all of the new products that I've received in PR recently that I have not tried yet, except for the few that I did say that I tried. Let me know if you are interested in any of them, if you've picked any of them up, if you have your own thoughts already, if you think that my like initial hater vibe of them is completely far off. I would love to know. And obviously I want to know most of all which products you're most interested in. If there are any specific products that you want like a deep dive, me trying, comparing, whatever. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, turn on notifications, become a member if you want to support my channel. And I will see you in another video, hopefully. I'll be there.